Hello, I'm Christel. I'm here to do a quick check-in with you and a quick reading. I pulled 3 cards from 3 decks for the new moon. The new moon is in Cancer on July 10th at 2:17 a.m. GMT, so London or Lisbon time. Now, wherever in the world, it could be on the 9th already, that new moon, so check your time zone, please, because I'm not going to do that for you. It would be impossible. So please check your time zone, see where your new moon in Cancer is going to land. And I know I'm not going to go into any astrological details because you can find that everywhere on YouTube, but it's a very good and very protected new moon in very good aspects to other planets. So check it out if you want that. There are numerous good astrological channels, much better than I am in astrology. So quick draw of the cards. I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot deck. I'm going to use a good tarot deck, and I'm going to use the Wisdom of the Oracle. All these decks are by Colette Baron Reid, and that is by chance. It happened like that. I pulled them out like that. So, Aries, your cards. I've already pulled your card before I started. I will pull the other ones randomly, but I will fast forward the actual pull so you don't get completely bored with me. So, Aries, you have, first of all, the Justice card, the Four of Fire, which I really like. It's the Four of Wands. And then you have the Not For You card. And I'll pull in, look at the face of Spirit in that sort of, what is it, a window, a relief on the wall. But let's start with the Justice card. So I feel this new moon asks you to balance things. It asks you not to rush. It asks you to connect to your inner calm and peace. And maybe you have been fretting. You have been maybe wondering why things are not moving very quickly. But Aries, this is not a time for quick moving because also Jupiter is retrograde. So Jupiter retrograde, it is something that slows you down but doesn't. Actually, it's a favorable slowing down. So in that time, which is until about mid-October, somewhere there, when Jupiter is retrograde, please take a moment to get inside of you, to just connect with your heart, to connect with your inner knowing, your gut, your animal knowing, and see, try and find peace and calm there, because that will bring you more stability. The Four of Wands, usually it's the card of the home, but look, this person is sitting. She's sitting, she's playing the flute, she's completely at ease, comfortable. I feel that you will be comfortable if you stay in the home realm, whether that's your hometown, your home place, your actual home. There is something to be found in your home. Your home is also giving you that peace and calm of the Justice. So together, these here, they tell me that really connect to your inner gut. Maybe stay around the home place, or really make sure that you feel at home. I hope I'm not blabbering, too much here. But now we have this Not For You. I feel there are things that maybe you have in your mind, you have been thinking of, but truly they are not for you, because not everything is for you. This is a chess board, if I'm looking well. I don't have my glasses on. That's not because of me being too vain, but it's really because my glasses are really, I get a headache from my close-up glasses because I don't think they are the right measures, or the degrees. It's not good. So there are things for you and there are things that are not for you, and I feel that by seeking that home and that balance and remaining to the home, you will see the things that are not for you. Maybe you've been focusing on the wrong things. Maybe you have been focusing on things that really are not for you to do. Because sometimes we do that. Sometimes we want to do it all, and then we have no focus at all left. But I'm going to read the message anyway. It's number 6. So 6 is the Lover's card. The Lover's card also is a card that wants to make choices by the heart, not just choices, not rational choices. So there is a clear knowing here. It says that something is being denied you, But it also says rejection is God's protection. And sometimes I have to look to the side because I have to see whether I have you in my you have the card in your viewer, you know, in the camera. So I'm going to read the protection message, or the prosperity message, sorry. You can strategize and project and systemize and invest all your time and energy, but sometimes your best laid plans seem to go awry in spite of it all. Keep in mind that no effort is wasted. Fail fast, and learn from defeat. Then keep going. You will eventually succeed, although perhaps not at this game, not at this time. Know when to fold your cards. So I feel that you really, by staying, you know, by getting balance and by getting, staying around the homestead, I feel this is also planting your feet firmly to the ground. Because when you do that, you will see what is not for you. So maybe you've been doing all sorts of things, but some things are not for you. So that is for Aries. As I said, I'm going to pull cards for Taurus. I will fast forward for that. So randomly. So Taurus, your cards are Three of Wands, which is a card of looking ahead, of planning ahead. So you have a vision for the future. You have been planning. This is not a card that is the new moon card itself. I think this is something that's already going on. But with the full moon, there is this, I love this Ace of Earth, which is the Ace of Pentacles. It feels like that planning that you've been doing, finally things are moving, finally things get into a tangible realm, finally things are really working for you and starting to really go ahead. Because I think with the planning, sometimes that could have been frustrating, because you know you have the fire burning there with the torches and you're looking out over the sea, you're waiting for the right wave, as it were, with the surfing here, with the surfboard, and to catch that wave, but you haven't been managing to catch it. And now with the new moon, all of a sudden I feel you can catch that wave and you can have forward movement and you can bring into being that what you have been working on. And that can be anything, you know. I mean, I'm not going to go into much detail because this is a quick dip in. This is the card that says go the distance. So I feel that, you know, when you get frustrated, Taurus, don't worry, because you need to go on, you need to persevere. I feel that is really this planning that you've been doing. Yes, if you persevere with this card, it's going to happen. But it's just, you know, sometimes when my sister and me, we were talking yesterday about a marathon, and sometimes we are doing a marathon, and when we are coming near the end, and we sort of feel that the end is nearing, that's when the hardest of the times are coming, because you are completely exhausted. You've been doing all the planning, you've been doing all the things, and nothing seemed to come to the end. And now that the end is near, you need to sort of go deep and catch your last breath and go deep and get your last strength to go the distance to the end, to the final, to bringing this Ace of Earth into being. And so please keep going, Taurus, don't stop. Okay, so let's move on to Gemini now. I'm happy I don't have to record with a face mask on. That could happen as well. Don't. Okay, Gemini, so you have Page of Wands, the Nine of Water, which is the Nine of Cups, which is the Nine of Cups, which is the wish fulfillment card, and Blessed. Now, how good are these cards, Gemini? These cards are just wonderful. I mean, you have the Page of Wands, which is, look how happy this page is. It feels like you're really happy, and I feel you're happy because finally, in some sort of way, the things you have been working towards, the things you have been wishing, and you have been really putting your energy into, they're coming together, and yeah, that of course makes you happy. And I feel also you here, you know, I can't say a lot about these cards because this is the blessed card. I'm just going to pull in quickly to see. Yeah, can you see in that sort of shell balloon of the fairy, there is a face? That's the face of spirit. And the face of spirit tells me that whatever you're doing, you have been blessed. The universe was protecting you. And with this new moon, I feel you're seeing finally the things coming together. So normally, it's with the full moon that we find a completion of sorts. But I feel here with this new moon, you'll start to see things come together for you, and that's going to make you happy, and you have the protection of the universe. So great cards for you, Gemini. So let's move on quickly to the next one, to Cancer. So, Cancer. Okay, Cancer. So let's see. You have the Seven of Cups, the Eight of Fire, which is the Eight of Wands, and you have Mending. So I'll read from the Mending here, but the Seven of Cups here tells me that you maybe have been daydreaming, you have been wishing, you have been thinking about, the path ahead. Look at the river flowing through these sort of reversed bowls. The bowls are the cups here in this deck. And you have been maybe facing some dilemmas, many wishes, many dreams you want to come true, and sometimes you need to choose just a few of them, not all of them. But I feel that, yes, with this Eight of Fire here now, if you may have felt stuck in those choices, now is the time that you won't feel stuck anymore. Now is the time that things are starting to move. This woman is riding a panda bear. She's in the bamboo woods. So also in the bamboo woods, because the panda bear feeds from the bamboo, yeah? So there's plenty of choice, and there's plenty of good things on whatever choice you make. So don't be afraid to choose, because you'll start moving and you will feel like nothing, like things are not stuck anymore. If you have been stuck because you couldn't choose, then it's time to choose, because now that will bring you movement. Now the Mending card, I'm going to first pull in and try to find, without my glasses here, where is the face of spirit here? Oh my god, I really can't see it. Maybe you can see it, so I'll pull it in and I'll keep it there for a moment, and I think it's here in this, but as I said, my glasses, it's really annoying. So I'll be reading it from the little book, number 52. Okay, so the book opened on the page of Mending, which is, forgiveness, making amends, healing after arguments. I'm going to read a protection message. Heartbreak is a strange healer of souls. Our grief strips away our masks and loosens our tight hold on our separateness, where we view ourselves as I and the world as it. Loss allows us to see ourselves as part of a larger scheme, opening up to sympathy, empathy, and dependence on others in the moment when we can't hold ourselves together, and it leads us to become one with the greater whole again. Pain and suffering is part of life, and none of us will be immune to it. Can you view this loss, this pain, this dissonance as a way back to source? Let your sorrow break your heart wide open. You will never be left behind. You are loved now more than ever by Spirit, who does not want you to feel alone. One day you will look back and know this truth. So, it is really, something in the past makes you sort of doubt, and that's why you are sort of hesitant to choose, because maybe there was a loss, maybe there was a heartbreak, pain in the past, and now that you're facing a new path ahead, sometimes that's hard. But when you choose, you will go forward, and that will also sort of heal you, or start to heal you. Now, I'm not a believer of healing when you have very traumatic experiences that you can completely heal, but you can learn to deal with the triggers. You can learn to heal as much as possible, and to deal with the hurt in a better way. That is something that you can do. So Cancer, that's it for you. We're moving on to Leo now. Okay, we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant. Yeah, the Hierophant, you can see it. The Seven of Fire, which is the Seven of Wands, which in another deck, this is about, in other decks, it's more about protecting your turf. But here I feel it's a more adventurous card, which is Unicorn. Some things like, and this unicorn is standing on a rock and ready to jump. So I feel this is not about defensiveness in this deck. And then let's see what is the last one. Exchanging gifts. And the Face of Spirit is right in the gift box there, in the pink box, if you can see it. So let's go first here. I feel, Leo, you have been on a journey of learning and maybe even teaching other people, but I feel it's more learning. And with this new moon, you're heading past, you're heading up the stairs, you're heading towards that light, you're going to learn more things. Now, this can be actual learning and studying. This can also be learning life lessons. This can be spiritual growth, emotional growth, psychological growth in a way, because you become wiser. And I feel this with the Seven of Fire. And for all, I'm going to just read it, because in this deck it's completely different. And so the Seven of Fire, what it says in this deck, in the little book, it says personal best, going the distance, perseverance and non-conformity, because of course the unicorn is a magical creature and it's standing on the precipice, it's standing ready to go. It's also holding on to whatever, it's balancing on that rock before it jumps. So it's really you going the distance, as it says, going the distance up the stairs towards that beautiful end goal there on top of the staircase here. But also I feel, it's you growing wiser. And with this wiseness, or with wiseness is not a word, I think, with this wisdom comes holding on, going further, because I think you're doing a growth spurt, really growing very quickly in whatever way, whether it's as a student, whether it's as a person, in your emotions. There is growth there. It's coming with a new moon. And then we have exchanging gifts. Now for that, I'm going to get the book as well. It's number 27. 27, 2 and 7 is 9. So that would be the Hermit. That would be also, the Hermit would be a lonely card, an introspection card, but I'm going to just, okay. So, it says the law of giving and receiving, trade-offs, weighing costs and determining value. And I'm going to read the prosperity message. All your hard work and efforts, your commitment to learning, again, that Hierophant, creating and spending your time wisely, pay off in ways you may not have been anticipating. The gifts of yourself, your time, your ideas, and the energy of your intentions are being reciprocated by the universe, which is sending you signs and signals, aligning synchronistic meetings and opportunities to bring you success and more. Everything is in exchange. Keep doing what you're doing. Goodwill comes back tenfold. And yes, that is that holding on, doing what you're doing, and learning, growing. That is that, and that will bring many rewards in whatever way. That can be material rewards, but it can also be emotional or psychological, or other type of rewards that you've been yearning for, Leo. So I would keep on doing what you're doing, Leo. Let's go to Virgo. Virgo, you have the High Priestess. You have the Four of Earth, which is the Four of Pentacles. And you have regeneration. So I feel, Virgo, that whatever you are going to do with the new moon, this new moon asks you to really connect to your animal knowing, your high intuition, and to connect to whatever you cannot see, because High Priestess has access to what she cannot see, to what you cannot see in the real world. The High Priestess has a look behind the curtain. She can, if she connects to her body knowing, not to your rational knowing. The High Priestess has really nothing to do with rationality or logic thinking. It's really about, you know, that higher knowing, that sort of, yeah, the knowing because you just know deep in your bones. And if you do that, if you connect to that High Priestess, this Four of Earth in this tarot, you can see all the pentacles. It's the Four of Pentacles. The person is standing firmly planted on the with her feet on the ground, on a little rock, I think, a little hill, and there are the Four of Pentacles around her. And yeah, so there is. It's not about holding on in this deck. I feel it's really about creating more, creating a better understanding of how you become, you know, how you can attract money, how you can attract the right clients if you have a business, how you can attract the right job if you're looking for a job, how you can attract the right person if you're, you know, looking for a relationship. And I feel the High Priestess is going to show you the way, but you're going to manage to attract what you need, not maybe what you want, but really what you really need in your life because of this card, regeneration. And I'm going to pull in, again, I need to sort of really look, but here, look in the tree branches. Can you see? There's the face of spirit. I hope you can see it because I'm shaking. So this is like a little bit like the Tower card, the regeneration card. It's there's something that you have left behind and something that needed to sort of be healed or be taken care of, or, you know, being dealt with. And then you can regenerate, you can sort of start anew. And I feel the High Priestess is going to show you the way with this new moon, and you're going to be able to do that. But there is, and you're going to also, you know, feel better again. So if you have been struggling, Virgo, connect to this wise inner body knowing, to your bone knowing, your animal body knowing, because that will bring you and attract you and bring you on the right track again, but also attract the right people around you, the right resources, maybe an investment, something like that. But there is some regeneration, some healing, some mending, some, you know, re-energizing, and you also have like a fresh energy to go on what is next for you. So I'm going to leave it at that, Virgo, and let's move on to Libra. So Libra, your cards are Five of Swords, which is the Five of Swords, which is the Five of Swords. Page of Water, which is the Page of Cups. And Chaos and Conflict. So what is going on here, Libra? Because you're worried about something. You are, you know, this is the card. This man has literally a headache. You know, he's worried about something. He's maybe not even seeing a way out. But I feel with this new moon, you're going to find a way out. But, you know, there is stress and tension there. And maybe it's a good time with this new moon to ask, you know, to set intentions or to ask the universe for help, to see clear, to see the solution, because you are stressed out. And you don't need to be, because the Page of Water is going to bring in a new possibility, a new opportunity for you, but maybe you can't see it yet because of this Five of Swords. You can't see the solution yet. You can't see, but there is a solution. There is a solution you can solve whatever is stressing you out. There is, maybe you need to distance yourself from a person. That could be it. Maybe it is, you know, seeing a practical solution which you haven't been seeing and which is stressing you out, but it's going to come. Now I'm going to read the Chaos and Conflict card, and I'm going to first show you the face of Spirit, which is, oh my God, it's really such a nuisance. I think it's in the zebra or zebra. When Trevor Noah says it, it's zebra, I don't know whether it's zebra or zebra. Anyway, chaos and conflict. It's number 33. So these are the cards that says that spirit is with you in a certain way. And in this card, chaos and conflict talks about disarray, being at cross purposes with another, or the tension of opposite, the value of chaos before order. And that is that chaos here in the Five of Swords, the chaos before order. So the stress is sort of necessary because it will lead you to a solution. You know, in the chaos, in the conflict, in the stress, in the tension, you'll find the solution. But I'm going to read the prosperity message. Or no, the protection message, sorry, that's what I wanted. So this is an advantageous moment to restore order and recognize the opportunity for negotiation. Even in the seeming chaos, which is here, there is a kind of divine order, a complete resorting of elements. This is powerful. If your intention is to find the best solution for the highest good of all, there is positive news. The timing is perfect. Things are already stirred up, so don't be afraid to jump into the mix. You'll discover, because the Page of Water in other decks, it has a surprise element, it has a fish jumping out, so you'll discover everything you need to know about how this situation affects you long term. Be present in the eye of chaos. This moment is valuable, don't waste it. So there is a reason to your chaos, to your stress, to your problems here. You're not seeing things clear, but it is necessary for you to sort of find the true solution, because maybe you have been trying other solutions and they didn't work, you know, so not that they were not solutions, you know, technically speaking, but you have been trying to do things to get out of this stress and this sort of conflict situation, inner conflict as well. But it is a sort of necessary because it makes you see the real solution, the real path forward, which maybe you hadn't seen before. So please be attentive to that, Libra, and don't be afraid of the stress and the chaos. So we're moving on now to Scorpio. So Scorpio, you have, the Tower, which I know a lot of people don't like. The Three of Water, which is the Three of Cups, which is usually a beautiful card. And we have Message in a Bottle, and I'll pull in the card so you can see the Face of Spirit, and the Face of Spirit is in the bottle. Maybe you can see it. See, on the bottom of the bottle, there is the Face of Spirit. I see it better when I hold it close to the camera because my eyes are really shut. Really, it's okay. So the power, it may feel the Tower. Well, the Tower gives you power because the Tower gives you power with this new moon to sort of start fresh, to open things up to new beginnings, because it takes away things that are no longer yours. It sort of, you know, moves the earth. Here you can see it. The lightning comes in and it's like an earthquake happening. Yeah, I hope you can see it. Yeah, like this. And it takes away your comfort zone. It takes away sort of the things that you've thought protected you, but that makes way for completely new things. And I'm going to just read, because the good tarot sometimes is not as clear in its images. So I'm just going to have a look here at the Three of Water. So the Three of Water is about celebration, about enjoying community, sharing exuberance, team spirit, common goal, friendship. So really, I feel what this Tower is doing is opening you up again to maybe a new community, maybe new people coming into your life. Maybe it's making you see that your old, I'm not going to say tribe because that's a very tribal word, but your old group, your old community, your old inner circle was really no way happening for you, Scorpio. They needed to go. And then that makes way for new people, for new things as well. I feel that probably with you overcoming this tower, you will feel afterwards, maybe this tower is going to be a little bit scary at first and a bit, intimidating, but I feel that really you're going to appreciate it, because the Three of Cups also has a celebratory influence, and it brings people together. And it brings like-minded people together. I think that is what you're going to feel. I think here you're sort of sorting through these people that are not like-minded. And I feel with this pandemic that's been going on, I personally have found that to be the truth. I personally have found that a lot of people have disappeared from my inner circle. I don't know why. It's probably also partly my fault, yes. But there has been that going on, like a sort of cleansing. And I truly have to also admit that I'm sort of happy that some people have gone, because there was no connection anymore, or no true connection anymore, no like-mindedness, no real heart connection anymore. And yeah, when that happens, I am also, my ascendant is Scorpio. I have quite some water in my chart, and I am a Scorpio ascendant, plus my Scorpio is really, my ascendant is total opposite of my Taurus sun, 180 degrees. So I really will feel this. And I really will come to the realization, yes, there is other people out there for me, other like-minded people. There is an other community for me out there, other people. So yeah, let's see how that works out for me, yes? But I'm talking to you, Scorpio, so really look at that. Now, message in a bottle, I'm going to get the booklet for that. This is number 15. 15 usually is the... I'm not going to say what it usually is, but let me have a look. Sometimes then my mind goes everywhere, and then I go, okay, so yeah, it is usually the Devil card, but I mean here it doesn't have anything to do with the Devil. But in a way, if it would have been the Devil card, then it would have been, get rid of your fears and detach from those people that no longer are in your heart. So message in a bottle, it's about communication, a sign. A Cledon. Cledon is an ancient name for a spontaneous oracle delivered innocently by the speaker, pointing the way to your highest good. That's a Cledon. So a Cledon. So there will be some sort of sign. So there will be some sort of sign here, so that you can that bring these people in, and that sort of make way for those people to come in. So there is some message and some coincidences, some serendipity, some occasions that will happen, and that you will think, oh my God, and all of a sudden some new people come in. And I'm not saying this is going to be on the day of the new moon, but normally the energy of this new moon and the intentions you set, that lasts for at least 6 months, and that can be after 6 months that this is happening. But this process is going to start anyway, and maybe it's already happening. So it's just to make you very aware of the process and to work with the process. So that is for you, Scorpio. Let's move on to Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius. Oh my God, this is really starting very well. So you start with the Sun. The Sun, which is of course one of the best cards of the deck. The Five of Fire, which is a Five of Wands. Five of Wands usually also is a card of conflict, but I don't see that here in this deck. Now, and the message card is about community. So you can see very well in this card, I don't have to put my glasses, or I don't have to sort of search for the face of the spirit, because it's in that, in the hut of the giraffe, in the house, the home of the giraffe. So the Sun, I feel that, whatever you've been doing, there is now room for you to celebrate that, whatever you've been doing, because you're feeling happy, you're feeling successful, you feel like there is abundance, there's prosperity coming your way, and it's been after hard work. It's not come like that. It's not like it's just falling out of the heavens like the manna bread. No, it's after hard work. So, but there's time to celebrate that hard work. And I'm getting, it's really hot in here, even though I have the air conditioning on. Sun shining on you. And I also feel that, you know, with this new moon, people start to recognize your value, your true value, what your skills, your talents, you get recognition. And the sun is putting you in the spotlight, so you're going to be put in the spotlight, maybe by other people, maybe other people sort of like referring people to your business, if you have your own business. Maybe people are telling you about, you know, what you are good at, that sort of stuff. This five of fire, which is the 5 of wands, speaks of creative brainstorming, unity in diversity, honoring differences, because usually it's about conflicts or you standing your ground and protecting your opinion, protecting your values, protecting what you believe in. And I feel you don't have to do that with this sun. With this sun, this card is sort of saying, you know, you don't have to be defensive, you don't have to be afraid to show your real creativity. You don't have to be afraid. It's saying to you, you know, be creative, dare to be creative, because don't remember that sun is shining on you. So be in the spotlight, create already, you know, trust that creative inspiration you have. Don't fight it. You don't have to be in conflict with the others about it, and not even be in conflict with yourself about your own creativity. Don't doubt yourself. Just go for it, because the sun is there. She's helping you. And I feel that there's a whole new community for you opening up as well, whether that's a professional community, whether that is new clients, but that is also maybe relationship-wise, that other people, new people are going to come in your life. Now I'm just going to have a look in the book what it says here. It's number 8. And it speaks about belonging. Being seen and understood by others. Again, being seen and understood, being, you know, the light is shining on you. But you know, the people that are now coming into your world see you, understand you, appreciate you, respect you. Because there is like-minded connections, a sense of familiarity. So if you are in a job, or if you're having your own business, there, you know, the right clients come in, not the clients that you think, oh my God, you know, but the right ones. You're attracting the right people into your inner circle. But the creativity that you're doing, or the skills and the talents and the abilities, the qualities you have, they are shining, and you are letting them shine. You're allowed to shine, and people see that and respect for you for that. And that creativity is high now. So don't doubt yourself. Sagittarius, just shine already, because you really need to shine. So we're now moving on to Capricorn. Capricorn, I think that you had this card 5 of Pentacles in your July reading, but I cannot be sure. Maybe it was your career reading. I'm not sure, but I have this sense that this card showed up in one of those readings, either the career reading, so have a look at that, or the July reading. And I feel this is you not seeing a solution to something, but it's maybe you not, you know, it talks about, look, this person is putting her head between her knees. It's like she doesn't want to see that there is a key there, because there is a key there. Look, there's a key which opens the door. The key that opens up the door to abundance, to good things in life, to maybe happiness, joy, success, rewards, but you're not seeing it. And maybe you don't want to see it because you put your head down. So this card asks you, with this new moon, you have an opportunity to look up. To look up from get your head out of the sand and look up. Because why do you need to look up? Because you have the Six of Fire, which is the Six of Wands, which is the card of victory. It's the card of flying, soaring, floating there. Look, the balloon here with all the little balloons around. But this is a card of success. It's a card of really victory. So I feel that now with this new moon, you finally get the courage to look up and to really see what is there for you. Because you then end with, and I didn't show you the cards. Normally I show the cards before I start reading them, but I didn't. And look at this last card. All that glitters. So there is a lot of potential for you there, but you have to see the solutions, you have to see the potential, you have to see what is there for you. Sometimes you have it all and you don't see it, or you don't want to see it, and that's not the idea, Capricorn, because look at all this beautiful, these two cards are so beautiful. So really see. And also I'm going to read All That Glitters because I feel there's more to this card, and I feel I have something in my, something is coming in, but I'm going to just first read it and then confirm it with you. Because I can't put it into words yet, but there is something here in that card that is really connected also to that Five of Pentacles card. So All That Glitters, it says, a need to see beyond, and I'm having a look, the card is there. A need to see beyond the superficial, the desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature, trying to be something you're not, chasing after every sparkly new thing, being mercurial. So I feel that. I feel this is really related to this card, because you don't see what you have, and sometimes you go after things that glitter, shiny new objects, or shiny objects that other people have and that you want to have, or you think you need as well, but you really don't need them in your life, because they are so only superficial things. Because what is deeper is that sense of being well with yourself, and it's possible for you because you have the victory card. So please don't stick your head in the sand. See that sometimes all that glitters is not gold. Sometimes it just is a distraction, but also see what you do have and see how that sparkles. And I'm going to say, the things you already have in your life, your family, your friends, your home, whatever, your possessions as well. That is what you already have. And don't go covet things that are not yours to covet. That's what I would say here, Capricorn. So let's see. We're moving on to, so there's two more to go, Aquarius and Pisces, as always, the two last ones. So Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, you have the Two of Cups, the Two of Earth, so you have two twos. The Two of Earth is the Two of Pentacles, and Truth Be Told. So the face of Spirit, look, is in that little window in the owl. So the Two of Cups, this could be because it's with the Two of Earth, with the Two of Pentacles. I'm going to read them together. I feel that there is an agreement. I don't see this as like marriage. It can be a good relationship, but I feel with this new moon, there is the possibility for new contracts, new agreements, maybe business agreements, maybe something, a contract you're going to sign. That can be a new home. It can be red tape, documents that come through Aquarius from red tape that's finally coming through and you're signing a contract. It can be that you have a financial contract with a bank or with somebody else, or you're getting a new work in, new clients, and you're signing new contracts. So it's about agreements, agreeing on terms, conditions, but also because, the Two of Earth, there is something money related, something value related in these contracts. So that's why it's probably new business coming your way, so that you're making new agreements, and that's good. Yeah, really good. And Truth Be Told, what is this about? I feel this is about you being in integrity, you being true to yourself and what your true values. But I'm going to read it anyway. So the essential meaning of the card is about honesty, accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, the willingness to be transparent, and clarity of communication. And I feel that, you know, in these agreements, probably the conditions of the agreements, the articles of the agreements, the things that you write down, they have to be really that transparent, really well thought of, but also very honest. Like, for example, if this is in a business and the client wants a certain product and you have to then be very honest, you would have to say, yes, I recommend that, or maybe you don't recommend that product and then, or that service, and then you say it. You are very transparent in, you know, what you are offering to your clients. Because I feel this has to do really with business, Aquarius. And I don't know, because this new moon is in Cancer, so it should be about emotions, but I don't see it. So I really think it's about, you know, contracts, agreements, and being very clear, transparent in the language of the agreement, in what you tell your clients or your business partners, if you have those, or what you tell your people, your colleagues in your job. So be open. Okay, and then lastly, but not leastly, if that's a thing to say, Pisces. So Pisces, okay, we start with the Devil. We'll see what that is about. The Eight of Water, which can mean leaving things behind or going on a trip, a journey. Can also be a journey of the soul, but I'll go back. And it's about building blocks. Okay, this Devil is already strange. I feel it speaks to your attachment to certain people, to certain things. Maybe it's attachment to material things. It can also be attachment to certain people, which are not healthy for you. So Pisces, it's time to, because of this Eight of Water after that, I feel it's time for you to set sail and go on a new journey, on a new path, maybe meet some new people, do some other things, leave behind your attachment. Leave behind your attachment to material stuff, material possessions, to certain people, to certain values even, to certain ways of being and situations that are not good for you. And really, because you can go on that adventure. And I feel you probably need the adventure. Look, at the ship is ready to sail. You have your back to the things that you're leaving behind. You're really turning your back on that. And I feel you're turning away from the material possessions, from people, from certain people. And I don't know who that is. And it could be very close people, it could be people far away, or turning your back to a certain experience, a certain situation that you really feel is not good for you. Now, building blocks. I'm just going to take it's number 28. Okay, so the essential meaning here, it's about strong foundations, a beautiful work in progress. And I'm going to read a prosperity message to you. You have everything you need, You have everything you need to turn iron into gold in the alchemical process of creating the prosperous life you desire. Now is the time to build on the strong foundation you have already laid for your prosperity. Keep in mind that these building blocks are imbued with the sparkling energy of your intentions. So intentions, new moon, set your intentions. Own your dream and remember that you always have more than enough and you always are enough. So abundance is ever present. Your creativity is divinely inspired and the design for your life is taking shape in service to the world. You are meant for success. So really, it's about building your own material success, your own emotional success. You don't need other people. You don't need to be attached to other people or other things or people that sort of maybe give you money. Don't, because you can do it by yourself. You have this vision and you can turn your back. You can go on that, adventure, because see it as an adventure. See it as an adventure, and then that is going to build you a new foundation. And on that foundation, you can build and build and build, and it's going to become bigger and larger and better for you, Pisces. So those are the readings for all the zodiac signs. I hope you liked it. If you like this video, give me a like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do so, and maybe click the alert bell so you know when a new reading is coming out, because of course there'll be a reading soon for August, but first one for the full moon. I think I have to check my full moon calendar, my moon calendar really, and those will be out as well. I'll be doing these short readings from now on as well for the new and the full moon. And maybe follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, on what else? On Twitter, on Pinterest, because the readings are there as well, but also a daily guidance card you can find over there every day. So that's it from me to you. Bye, all zodiac signs. Take care of yourself.